Hi guys, it is Sandra from Gracious Goodness Essentials. I'm jumping on today to debunk the dõBong just a little bit because I've seen so many posts about the dõBong, and if you're not sure what I'm talking about, I'll show you in just a minute. And some of them have merit and some of them miss the mark just a little bit, and I'll explain to you why. Because my science head just has a little conniption about a couple of things, alrighty? So the whole dõBong is purely because of the way that it looks. All right, so what you do is you drop a bit of essential oil on your hand, you create a funnel with your other hand, and you breathe the essential oils down into your lungs. Now that is an awesome way to achieve getting the oils into your lungs, all right, but you've got to think about why you're actually doing it. So if you have, and I also want to put a couple of cautions on there too, all right, so if you have a need to create the feeling of clear breathing, if perhaps you want to shift some gunk off your lungs, then getting certain essential oils down into your lungs can actually help with the expectorant action. The oils have some anti-inflammatory properties, so that is helpful. It can help with reduction in mucus production, but what you don't get when you breathe in and out through your mouth is you don't get a limbic system response, okay? Because our mood and our emotions are up here, okay? Our chest and our lungs are down here. So when we breathe in through our mouth, down into our lungs, we have a great mechanism of action down here, okay? Now, my disclaimer will be, if you are someone with supersensitive airways, then approach this with caution, because you are sucking pure essential oils straight down into your lungs. We're not talking about a couple of drops in a diffuser, which is going to last 10 hours, and microparticles in the air that we're breathing in. We're going full steam, all right? So the oils that I would use if I was wanting to target my lungs: peppermint. Now, peppermint has a lot of menthol in there, which will make your lungs and your airways feel really quite cool. It's really invigorating, and it's great to try and help open up your lungs and your airways. It has an anti-inflammatory action. It's also a bit of an expectorant. Likewise, eucalyptus and tea tree. Same deal. I would love to use these ones on my chest to really promote that feeling of clean and clear breathing. Again, provided I didn't have hypersensitive airways, okay? Because I could trigger another type of episode with that. I'll show you how I do it. Now, it is kind of cool. So I'll use peppermint. I don't promise not to talk funny or to cough, but one drop, palm of your hand. I rub my hands together just to warm it up, really get those aromatics vaporized and warm. Create the funnel. Deep breath and hold it for a little bit. And I can feel those oils, all right? I can feel them down my throat and in my lungs. Okay, so that's where they're working. What I didn't do though, is I didn't breathe through my nose. My nose is actually still a bit cloggy. If I was to use the traditional just cupped hands, which is what I actually prefer, I'm actually breathing in through my nose. What I feel when I do that is I feel the oils through my sinuses, because that can help to relieve some of that congestion. I can also feel the oils down my throat and into my lungs. Okay, so I'm getting a double benefit in through my sinuses and down. So that's with the peppermint. Now, if I was wanting to try and influence my mood or my emotions, okay, so we know that there is neuroscience that says that essential oils can impact our limbic system, okay, through our sense of smell. And there's a good reason for that. And that's because there's some nerves that sit in the back of our nose that actually pass through the bony structure, through the cribriform plate, and go straight, it's like a superhighway, straight to our brain, straight to our limbic system. And we know that our limbic system can influence happy and sad. We know that it can influence heart rate and respiratory rate and things like that. So when we're feeling really anxious, this is actually the part of our brain that we want to try and stimulate. So you can dõBong all you like, but if you're only breathing in and out through your mouth, you're missing a really great spot in the back of your nose that's sending the messages to your brain, okay? So by all means, play around, experiment, see what actually works for you, okay? But my suggestion is that if you're using essential oils for anxious feelings, for feeling overwhelmed, for aromatic anchoring, where we're really trying to trigger our brain, our limbic system, that superhighway, the fastest way that we can impact our physiological response to oils is through our limbic system, then I suggest you use your nose. Grab your bottle, smell it straight from the bottle. Put a drop on the palm of your hand. Rub your hands together. Cup them over your nose and your mouth. Breathe in through your nose. Feel the essential oils. Not only hit those nerves and impact your brain, but also through your sinuses, down your throat and into your lungs. So there you go. dõBong. Awesome for lung conditions, okay? For when we're wanting to do a positive impact on our brain. That's my little 2 cents for today. I hope you enjoy. See ya.